And then when the plane lands, the lady's looking at me like, you want to get my bags? I'm like, no, like what? I kept the plane in the air, you selfish bitch.
I'll give up my seat to make sure it lands.
That's it, dude.
No, I'll just stand up the whole time. It's cool.
It's like, sweetie, your stomach just goes, oof.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
And you're sitting there, you're like, oh, okay, I got time to myself, and all of a sudden it's just a bombardment. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Billy Collins.
Matt Doje.
And this is Magician.
And the Jock.
And
The young jock.
guys, today another reaction video. This one is
Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal.
I'm going to try and ruffle some feathers.
Kind of get people mad. But it's
Patrice-
not our fault.
The red pill space that's on
Yeah.
YouTube right now, he was one of the OGs with that. Him and Tom Likas, I would say.
Yeah, he was OG without ever saying he was red pill.
Someone
He just talked.
Someone said Patrice is the embodiment of post-nut clarity.
That's very
It's
true.
the most.
We need to.
Sorry,
yeah,
Mom.
I can see that.
Uh,
But
He was, but he brings it. So this video is what? Men can't love you and like you.
yes,
Right?
yeah, and another comedian, special, amazing talent
five.
gone.
Top 5.
Another didn't GAF,
Yeah.
like Norm. For comedy to be funny, there's got to be truth to it. You know,
Yeah.
it can't just be
Oh, yeah.
like something no one ever heard of or could ever relate to. What do you think, Chris?
I'm excited.
Who cares?
You ever feel like a terrible person when you're watching the news? Like you watch the news and no matter what's on, you just can't care. Like you try to, but it just 30,000 Chinese people died in an earthquake, and you're like, oh my god. Oh wow. I could care less. Oh my god. A missing mother of 10 hasn't been seen in 2 weeks. You're like, all right, I'm gonna care about this. I know it. I know.
Try not to do his eyes while he's doing it.
Oh wow. I don't give a damn. Like, I mean, I believe in God, but I'm not deep into religion. Like, I'm too afraid to not believe in God, you know. Like, I'm not an atheist. I'm like, before that, like.
Strangely makes sense.
Like, I believe in God when I'm on planes. Like, I really believe in God. You ever try to make a side deal with God? Just when I get on planes, I look at some old lady struggling with her bags, having trouble putting it in overhead. I'm like, wait a minute, lady, let me get that for you, ma'am. Let me put that heavy bag up there for you, cause, you know, look, God, look what a great guy I am helping this woman with her bags. You ain't gonna let the plane crash, are you, Lord Jesus? Cause I'm a good person. And then when the plane lands, the lady's looking at me like, you want to get my bags? I'm like, no, like what? I kept the plane in the air, you selfish bitch. I don't even believe in ground karma. I kept us all alive. Let somebody else handle the ground. I'm not getting it.
Wasn't it saying like you can't keep prayer out of schools as long as there's end-of-grade testing?
Yeah, it's true.
Have you ever done that on a plane?
What, that?
Help the old lady.
Yeah.
There's a strange intrusive thoughts. You're like,
Dude, I'll give up my seat to make sure it
oh man,
lands.
that's it, dude.
No, I'll just stand up the whole time. It's cool.
After we landed, she's looking at me. He's like, I helped us land, you selfish bitch. Like, what are you doing?
It's hard to be honest, man. Honesty is not the greatest thing to be. It's not. It's just no one wants to hear. Yeah, especially your woman. You know, she don't want to hear that. You ever have your girlfriend or your wife call you from another room and she's like, sweetie, and then like immediately you go, your stomach just goes, oof.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
Oh, what does she want? Oh, this is gonna suck. I know it. It's not gonna be good, cause it's never good. You want to hear what happened to me today? You'd be like, oh, not really. I always make my girlfriend tell me the end of any story she get ready to tell me first before I invest in the whole. I be like, shut up. What's the end of the story? Like, somebody got shot. All right, go ahead. Try to tell the story.
Guilty.
Starts off wrong all the time. You know my friend Diane, right? And here's why I mess up. I go, nah, I don't know Diane. You know Diane. Now I gotta tell you an hour and a half side story about who Diane is. I can't keep going with the story till you know who Diane is. Remember 3 years ago I made you go to a party that you didn't want to go to? Or was it 2 years ago? Wait a minute, was it 2 years ago I made you go? That was 3 years ago I made you go. And remember I introduced you to a bunch of women you didn't care about? One of them was Diane. You remember now? Don't do this. Yeah, I remember. You don't remember, you're just saying that. So I can tell the story faster. But why don't you tell the story faster? Who got shot? Did Diane get shot? She didn't get shot? Did she shoot somebody? She didn't shoot. Why'd you say Diane? Because she don't like guns. Finish the story. Who got shot? Never mind now. You won't let me tell the story the way I want to tell the story. So I won't finish.
Oh my God, this is so true.
Yeah, there's like a lot of men watching this with like PTSD.
They're like, oh God, it's so relatable.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah. What is it? Women they are addicted to context. So it's like, before I can tell you about this, I've got to give you the entire backstory.
I love how
Look at his face, by the way.
I love how they have to go through this whole spiel and tell like an hour long.
About Diane.
And and then you're like, oh yeah, well today I made $100, found $100 to go. Oh, that's cool. And they just totally blow by everything relevant to your.
Tell the story the way I want to tell the story. So I won't finish because you won't let me tell it with Diane, my friend who doesn't like guns and stuff. Hey, I'm sorry, ladies. That's not y'all. That's some other ladies that's not in here.
That's how you get away with it.
I don't even know what women there could possibly be. You want to know how to... Because men, it's hard for us to love you and like you at the same time. It is what it is.
Amen.
Once a man loves you, he no longer likes you usually. So I'm going to give you some advice, ladies, on how to keep your man liking you once he loves you, if that's possible. This is what I think. Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Does that make sense at all?
God, he's like, yeah.
Really? Look at this guy looking at his wife like, not you, sweetie, but sort of you, kind of.
I mean, how true it is. Like, we will find any excuse to just go outside, be by ourselves, but at the same time, you don't want to be, I don't know, how we put it, it strangely made a lot of sense.
Dude, that applies to everything, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to be at the office by myself, but I don't want to be around other people at the office either.
I've had girls like, I was like, I just need to go for an hour just to be by myself. Oh, and they just don't get it. It's like,
it reminds me kind of like Ron Swanson, the episode where he said,
I once worked with a guy for 3 years and never learned his name. Best friend I ever had.
We still sometimes don't talk anymore. He's like my best friend.
We want you somewhere, like in the dwelling, just not here, like just like around the corner, in the vents. You can sit in the vent. I don't care if you want to watch me, but in the on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? How come you didn't get me up? You snuck out of bed. Why'd you didn't get me up? I want to watch baseball with you. What you doing? Why you down there by yourself? Move over. Move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and rock my leg around your leg and some weird I love you hot vine. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Give me to me. Let me give me here. Give me a kiss. Mean it. You love me? Say it. Mean it. What you doing? What you eating, a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. It's too early to eat a hamburger. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts.
Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? A dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better? Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV? Got a dry sandwich you don't want? Why is it so cold in here? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner? Turn it on. Ain't that better? Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine. Can't hear the TV? Got a dry sandwich? Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better? Can't see the TV? Can't hear it? Hey, I gotta go, man. Y'all take care of it.
Oh, God.
Good God.
Good Lord.
I take it you guys have some experience.
Oh, gosh.
Like this.
Not as much as y'all, I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
I'm a huge fan of Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, he was such a talent.
Jesus.
It's, man, when he just got going, that weird hot leg vine, especially as, like, Chris and I are trying to sit next to each other and our legs is forming like
And we're about to fight.
Back up, dude. You're like a whole... What are you going to go? Why don't you sit in the fucking middle? Nah, man, because my ears are crooked. I'll be sitting there the whole time like this.
I like it because you can visually see yourself there. You're like, and you're sitting there, you're like, oh, okay, I got time to myself, and all of a sudden it's just a bombardment.
You're like, why is the ceiling fan on and the AC at the same time? You're like, I need regular cold air and I need direct cold air.
You need it cold and you need it pushed on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's so funny. So funny.
Any personal stories that, Chris, you're not married, haven't been married, but you've dealt with women.
A few.
So you think that's true? We can't love them and like them? Because, I mean, there is...
I think in a comedy bit it's very, very funny.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to go to the extremes.
Yeah, he's making it funny. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you can... I think you can love and like. It's just to certain extremes. Like a friend... It's funny that a friend of mine that I lived with, Charlie, we were looking at some guys that were gay. They were leaving the gym.
No. What do you mean by gay?
What he meant was gay.
Were they driving a Prius? Like, what do you,
well, they were holding hands. But they were. And Charlie goes, "It wouldn't be that bad being gay, except for the sex part." He's like,
that would be a pain in the ass.
He was like, "Think about it."
For you.
He's like, "You're hanging out with your best friend. You like the same things, so I get it." But it's sort of like you don't want your girlfriend to be.
Did he invite you to dinner after this?
No.
What are you talking about? He's
New
making
flash.
a case.
But it was. I was like,
no, I get what you're
that's
saying.
true.
Yeah, it's. I mean, because opposites attract. You like women for them being feminine and women, but they. I mean, I've never had a female friend, like a best friend.
Nah.
That never. I get challenged on that. Like men and women can't be friends. I don't like true friends. Like. Friend,
Well,
hey, come
one
over,
party is gonna want the other person.
Yeah.
Whether that's you or
you could be
know.
you could be friends, but not like best friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there's always one that's like. Usually, it's guys that are in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll always be there. Come fix the ceiling fan. Do all that stuff.
But
And the second is she said, and I think they do this on the Fresh and Fit podcast, where the girls will be like, "No, you can be friends with dudes," and they're like, "Pull your phone out, text all the guys you think who are your friends, and say." Hey, I'm in the mood. Come see me. Like, I want to see you right now. And see how many of them are going to be like, what are you talking about? We're just friends. No, they're all going to be like, it has paid off. 10 years.
10 years of the friend zone.
Hearing about the breakups and picking them up when they're drunk or whatever.
You finally know that Derek's an asshole. Whoever Derek is.
But
but I think when you love somebody, that's, especially as a guy, you start thinking, okay, now provide for forever.
Yeah.
But you don't always have to like the person you are.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
there are times you like them.
It's difficult.
And hopefully it's more.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Men and women, we love differently. It's like the second it moves into that serious phase, then now it's, when you're dating, it's like renting a car versus owning it, or renting a house versus owning a house. No one's going to come and clean the toilet. Like, you are responsible for it. That's probably the biggest difference. But anyways, what do you guys think?
Yeah, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel.
And smash that like button.
I don't know why I have my voice there.
Balls drop.
Subscribe to the channel.
I already did my part.
Oh, smash
the like button.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Peace. Oh, that was good.